Izzy got vaporized. And there was a murderous Miss Magius who was friends with Gator until she wasn't. And now Gator caught her, and her fate is up in their hands.
I gotta get my die roll ready, just in
Speaking
case.
of that, Phoenix, what does Gator want to do with Miss Magius?
Hold on.
I can't remember if we said if they even picked up the Pokeball.
I did.
Okay.
Xander just sent me a message.
Xander, is he playing? When's he playing?
No, he just sent me a message on Messenger with a YouTube link. Probably a really ghastly fucking thing. Because I wouldn't put it past him.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Gator and Gibby's epic Dragon Ball fight over the cocoon. Over the pea pod.
Yes.
What was her name? Coco? Yeah, Coco.
Coco.
Yeah. Good old Coco. Coco with her 2 speed stat.
She's a fastin'. Well,
It just fucking
I don't know.
rolls.
Wait. I just thought of something. Gibby is like as strong as a. Gavin,
Sorry.
it's a little loud. Anyway, I was saying that like I feel like if Gibby throws her as she's hardened, then she would go faster than her speed on her thing because Gibby's like a boss.
That is true, because that would be rolling for strength or attack, which is an 8. So that's pretty decent.
All I got her was.
I forgot that Gibby has a Pokemon move.
Does he?
Yeah, it's called Uproar. If he plays his guitar, 1d12 damage.
I forgot. What's that do?
What?
What does that do?
I mean, it's an attack. Like, you create a super loud sound wave, and it damages the enemy.
Awesome! I gotta try that this session.
Yeah. So, we are still in the Necro Forest. They buried Izzy, and everyone's still a bit shaken up about it, especially Gibby, who was bawling his eyes out.
Well, we can't stay here forever.
Yeah.
We all ready to head out?
I guess, but should I get some more berries first?
God.
I think we all have enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go. I see. Kai. So of course, all of Izzy's old Pokemon are really torn up about all this, but Kai just looks annoyed at Gibby and takes one of her wings and just smacks him.
God, I hate to delay the session even farther, but I'll be right back. I need to get a light. My dad stole and gave away my other lamp, and it's getting dark.
Oh, okay.
I'll be right back.
You
Just
know what?
imagine Gibby just like making the most annoying sound he can as he's crying.
I just hear because like the forest is all quiet, and there's just this loud.
like freaking Will Smith and Chris Rock.
Yes, just like that.
I imagine. I imagine.
Don't
Gator's
you
not
ever
even-
say
well,
my
Gator's only
wife's
a little bit
fucking
sad.
mouth again. Well, I don't know what he said. He said, keep my name, my wife's name out your
Hang on,
fucking
Phoenix.
mouth.
Hang on, Phoenix. Okay, I'm sorry, Phoenix. Can you repeat that?
Yeah, I imagine Gator's not even. Well,
Oh, he's talking. I gotta turn it
they're
up.
they're a little sad, but like I guess most of it would be like anger.
You want me to go to another room, Mel?
Yes. Yeah, it would be probably anger because of Miss Magius and Gator. They are still holding that Pokeball in their hands. Like Gator's hand is trembling, just like if shattering that Pokeball wouldn't release Miss Magius, he would shatter it.
That is so weird. I can hear the delay, but I don't hear him.
Are we having more technical difficulties?
No, not any more than we had at the start.
Oh. Well.
Yeah, Gavin, I made the joke because Corey said that Kai just smacks Gibby because he's crying. I said, yeah, just like how Will Smith slapped Chris Rock at the hospital.
God.
So as they continue walking down through the forest, it's still quiet for the most part. But as they continue forward, they start hearing some rustling noises.
Anyone else hear that?
Mhm.
I did.
Yeah.
Might be more trouble.
I hope not, man. Like we've already been through so much with Loki and Izzy or whatever her name is. We've been through so much.
Who's Loki?
You know, that's just a girl I knew in the village. It's nothing.
Okay, I will add that for later.
I forgot her name. Okay? Got a
Roll inspiration.
What?
Or not
1d20?
inspiration. Roll perception. That's what I meant.
Okay.
What is that? 1d20 or what would that be?
1d20.
Are we all rolling?
No,
now?
that's the wrong one.
Yes.
But I got a 20.
Oh, jeez. Okay. You're close, Jacob. You accidentally put a D after your exclamation point.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah, that's alright.
Exclamation mark roll. It's roll 1.
D20.
1d. 1.
13. Not bad.
7. My
So,
perception sucks.
as the group is looking about, so due to how much Gibby is crying, his eyes are too filled with tears to clearly see like what is rustling throughout. However, as the others are looking about and trying to squint through to see if they're able to actually see, they actually see the blackened eyes of those small tree stump ghost Pokemon that were disguised as those Izzies back at that cottage. And it appears to be all of them, or at least most of them that were there, just slightly peeking their heads out from behind the trees.
Could
Now, as far as Theodore can tell, they don't appear to be malicious. They don't seem to be aiming for an attack or anything. They just seem like they're looking at the group, almost like they want to come out, but they're too afraid. He can even see that they're kind of shaking just a little bit.
Well, it isn't trouble. Think we
Hey.
should keep moving.
Could Gator walk up to them?
Why does it look so weird?
I do want, so before Gator walks up, I do want Azure to pull out the Pokedex. I just want to
Answer Gibby's question.
give you the description. So
Is Gator
as
gonna try to catch it?
yeah, he can try to catch it. As Azure pulls out the Pokedex, it scans the Pokemon, and it comes up with the name Phantump, the stump Pokemon. After a lost child perished in this forest, their spirit possessed a tree stump, causing the spirit's rebirth as this Pokemon. Okay. I think these might be worse.
No, Gore! Oh!
Let's just keep moving. Doesn't seem like they're trying to kill us.
As Theodore marches past them, they even sort of like float backwards, trying to give Theodore as much space as possible.
Again, could Gator try to walk up to them, like,
Yes.
calmly?
Yes. As
Yeah,
Gator calmly tries to walk up to the closest one, who is peering out of or from behind a tree to the group's right. The Phantump is still cowering away, but as Gator stands before it and just looks at it calmly, not saying anything, the Pokemon slowly stops shaking and floats just a teeny bit closer.
Either. I'm not gonna hurt you.
Would you like to channel?
Yes.
As they hold out.
I imagine Gator just said that before he channeled.
Yeah. As they hold out their hand and they begin to channel, they can hear the Phantump's voice. You're the ones who saved us.
Mm-hmm.
Is Miss Maggie gone forever?
Can Gator pull out the Pokeball?
Yes. As they do pull out the Pokeball, the Phantump cowers away from it. But then, as Gator still holds it, not moving, not opening it, it floats back to look at it more closely. She cannot escape from there.
No.
Thank you.
Anything for you guys. I know how it feels.
Our guardian wanted to talk to you.
Oh, really?
Yes. Could you follow us?
Sure.
Now, does Gator want to tell the others about this?
Mostly just Gibby and Azure.
Okay. Theodore continues marching ahead. Azure and Gibby both are just slowly walking by, as both of them are curious about the Phantom, though Azure's a bit more creeped out after reading their Pokedex entry. But both of them are stopped as Gator puts hands on both of their shoulders. And Azure jumps. Don't do that, please.
Oh, sorry.
So, what's up?
This thing wants to take me to its guardian. Talk to it.
The Guardian?
Yeah.
What do you think, Gibby?
I don't know. It seems a little sketchy, but I mean, if we can, if you guys want to. It might distract my brain a little bit.
And Azure looks down as he feels a tug on his pant leg. It's actually Lily. Lily is looking up at him and nodding. You sure? She kind of scoffs at Azure and turns her head and just starts sassily strutting over to where the Phantom are waiting.
Well, Gibby, could you go inform Mr. Stompy over there?
What am I telling him?
We will be delayed.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm telling him.
Gibby rushes off with his Pokemon following quickly behind as Gator, Azure, and their Pokemon all begin to follow the Phantom. Now we cut back to Theodore, who is still in a huff, as Gibby is running up and catches up to him.
Alright. Am I talking to Stompy now?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna be a little delayed if that's okay.
Jeez. That depends, how much longer are we going to be delayed? How much longer is it going to take before we can get to those poachers?
Yeah.
What are the rest of the group doing?
They're just back there.
Are they back there for no reason? I mean,
I think they're waiting for me to go somewhere.
what? Never mind.
I've said too much. I should just keep my mouth shut.
So now Plasma actually exits out of the laser rifle. As it does, it starts moving its legs, Theodore's still not used to that, around, seemingly to get Theodore's attention.
What is it, Plasma?
Plasma lifts a leg back to where the others were and starts pointing.
Well, if you're all so convinced that that's more pressing right now, then we'll go do that, whatever that is. Let's go back.
Plasma seems relieved and starts flying to lead as Theodore and his Pokemon, along with Gibby, try to catch up with the others. Now, we cut back to Azure and Gator as they are following the Phantom. The Phantom seem to be expertly weaving around all of these trees. I mean, they live here, obviously, so it should be fairly obvious that they would know these woods better than anyone else, but it was still impressive to see how, despite the darkness and how similar the trees were to each other, they knew exactly where to go, which for Azure at least made him even more on edge, because, at least in his head, that means these Phantom have been here for a long time. And there's a lot of them.
You good, Asher? Azure?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll be okay. It's just thinking about how
Hey, what
they
up?
all became Phantom. Hey, Hunter.
Hey, so what are we playing? Pokemon?
Yep.
Awesome.
You want Corbin to drop in now?
Sure, why not?
Alright. Right by the
Corbin
group,
dropping in.
a portal opens up with Corbin just walking out. Where have you been?
Well, you know, the usual place. Gotta get my stroll on, you know.
Hoopa flies in wearing a pair of sunglasses that it definitely didn't have before. Okay, I'm not even gonna ask. They continue following the Phantom until they get to another clearing. However, unlike the cottage area, this one seemed a lot bigger. And in fact, it actually had a bit of sunlight passing through a hole around the trees.
Give
The
me point out the
ground...
light.
yes.
Okay. I'll let you finish describing it, though.
The grass that had been beneath them this whole time was in full view and had bright white flowers growing along it. It was actually very beautiful. And in front of the group as they entered was one giant tree, and under it appeared to be another smaller tree, though it had some sort of black inkiness
Phoenix.
inside of it.
Phoenix. Can
Yeah.
you get on your laptop, dude?
They can't.
No, I left it at school.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Hey, guys, look, there's sunlight shining through.
As Gibby and Theodore
So
catch
there
up to the
is.
group, Gibby points that out. Yeah. What is this place?
No, but it's beautiful.
Gator is still channeled with the one Phantom. This is our home. That is our guardian. The Phantom points with its stubby black arm over towards the smaller tree.
It looks like heaven.
I see.
As they wait for a moment, a red glow appears near the top of that small tree. And as it does, it seems like the tree's roots sprout up from the ground, and the tree itself starts slowly inching toward the group. It looks threatening.
God. What have we gotten into now?
Do you want me to punch it down?
Do not be afraid. That is our guardian. Now, again, Gator's the only one who can actually hear this.
Can Gator be translating to the rest of the group?
Yes.
If you say so.
The tree stops in front of the group. Would Gator like to try to channel with it?
Yes.
As Gator holds out their hands, they're able to hear the Pokemon speak. I have heard from my children that you are the ones who have banished that demon from our land.
Can he pull out the Pokeball again?
Yes. As they hold up the Pokeball and reveal it to the Pokemon, it stares at it for a moment, then nods. I sense that she is inside. We thank you with our utmost gratitude.
Thank you.
As it continues to stare at the Pokeball, it reaches out a hand, but doesn't immediately take it. May we have the demon.
Do with it what you wish.
You gotta buy it for 50,000 Poke!
As Gibby says that, Azure quickly holds his hand over Gibby's mouth so he can't finish that sentence. Kai, Lily rolls her eyes, and Kai giggles at this alongside Hoopa.
No.
The Pokemon takes the Pokeball and slowly turns around and inches back to the large tree. As it makes it back to the front of that tree, its one wooden hand starts being covered in that inky blackness and digs itself into the tree. As it slowly slides down, the group can see that the Pokemon had made an opening inside of this large tree. It takes the Pokeball and gently places it inside the hole. As the inky blackness disperses from its hand, vines sprout out of its wooden, sharp fingers. They start twisting and twirling around the open spot in the tree until it completely covers the hole. The vines break off of the Pokemon's hand, and the hole soon reforms into another part of the tree. The demon shall stay here as punishment. She will never torture this forest or anyone ever again.
Yeah, we had a friend. I was never really close to her, so I can't remember her name, but that thing took her from us.
I see. As it turns to face the group, it looks over towards the left side of the clearing. It slowly inches forward and opens up a bush. Does anyone want to go over and see what the Pokemon is looking at?
Yes, roll 1d20, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Ooh. As Gibby walks over to see what the Pokemon is doing, he can see a white tree stump, as well as what looks like an instrument.
I'm just gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
Hold on. Give me a second. That will be 13.
As
But
Gator also approaches,
I'll go get more food.
they're able to see the stump as well, though Gibby's the only one who notices the wooden stick-looking thing that's also back there. And Gibby actually remembers why Azure is afraid of these things. As the Pokedex said, these things are apparently the souls of dead children. And that makes Gibby understand. Gibby thinks that this Pokemon might be trying to bring Izzy back.
Guys, I think this thing over here is trying to bring Izzy back in the form of a Pokemon.
What?
11.
That's what it looks like to me, because you guys said that the stumps were the lost souls of people who have passed. Izzy, she's no longer here, so is he making this into Izzy?
Azure quickly rushes over to look. And as he watches, the Pokemon starts carving the stump out using the shadowy bits of its body, the inky blackness that it used to cut open that tree. As it lifts the stump out of the ground, it flips it upside down so that the roots are facing skyward. As it holds up the stump, suddenly an inky blackness starts coursing out from the top of the stump and slowly starts making its way through the bottom. As it starts coming from the bottom, the Pokemon lets go of the stump, and the stump is simply floating, suspended in the air. As the inky blackness expands, it forms a small ghost-like body with two tiny stumps for hands. Holes form in the stump, which appear to be eye sockets, as two tiny red glowing eyes show up in those holes. As this new Phantom turns around, it looks at the group and looks surprised. It starts flying around the group, somewhat excited.
Is that?
Is that Izzy?
I think it is.
Huh. Could we take her?
As the Phantom looks about the whole group, it flies down specifically to Lily, Kai, and Sunny. All three of the Pokemon, as the Phantom approaches them, smile. Lily even seems to tear up a bit and tries to hug the Phantom, but the Phantom simply flies away. Again, extremely excited. If this is Izzy, it seems not all of her is still there.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Could this Pokemon be like a Pokemon that like sticks with our group, like not necessarily to one owner, but like she just kind of follows the group?
It can be.
I mean, that would be a good idea. A Pokemon that sticks with the group. Yeah, good idea.
I mean, that would be like Hoopa.
You know,
The infamous Hoopa.
Guess this was a bit of a worthwhile adventure. Saved a bunch of Pokemon in the process, anyways.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're still burning daylight, though.
Is Gator still channeled with the Guardian?
Yes.
Thank you.
Of course. It is my job to help guide the souls of those lost within these woods. I do have one more token of our appreciation. He turns back to the bush. As it digs down, it picks up that stick object that Gibby had seen before and presents it to the group. As Gibby sees it, his eyes light up. It's not simply just a stick. It's a flute. A flute completely made out of wood.
Indian flute.
Would Gibby like to take the flute?
Yes, he would.
As Gibby takes the flute,
He wants to blow into it.
as Gibby blows into it, he feels some sort of rush throughout his body. This isn't any ordinary flute. It seems to invigorate him as he plays. Because of this, Gibby is going to get some brand new ability.
Yay.
Give me just a sec. I gotta see what this one move is called. The move I know he is definitely getting is going to be called Sing, which is a move that can put any Pokemon to sleep.
I can use that whenever I'm trying to capture a Pokemon.
Yep.
Or if anybody else wants to capture a Pokemon, I can use it and put them to sleep.
Yeah, but I'm just wanting to see if there's anything else that you get right now. Yes. The other move that you are going to get is known as Grass Whistle. Actually, no. Okay, instead of Sing, because I just looked, they do the exact same thing. You get Grass Whistle instead of Sing, and then the other move that you're going to get is known as Heal Bell.
Is that to heal something?
Correct.
Awesome. I
So
can heal you guys.
Yes, so what this does is it heals everyone in the
Right here.
entire party of their status effects. So if we are poisoned, burned, paralyzed, put to sleep, etc., if Gibby plays the heal bell melody, then we will all get healed.
Can Gibby?
Oh shit!
Can Gibby ask? Can he have Gator like channel to the guy and ask him to teach me the melodies to that song, like to play them, so we know what they sound like?
Yes.
I'm already channeled to the Guardian, I believe.
Yeah.
Did I hurt you? Huh? Okay. I didn't? Surprising. This just like dropped it on your head.
So Jacob, are you going to?
I was muted. Yeah, I was muted. I don't know how I got muted. Gator, can you do you think you can ask the Guardian if he could like show me how to play the 2 magical tunes of this here wooden flute?
Hey. A friend of mine has a question.
Ask away.
Flute, you've...
Yes, please do.
We would like to know how to play.
I see.
I hate all chips.
Pokemon takes the flute in its hand and puts it up to the shadowy blackness that appears to be where its mouth is, under the spot where the red glowing eye is. As it puts the flute up to that, and it starts moving it around, Gibby stares at the hypnotic way that it moves its fingers across.
Hey guys,
the
I'll be
hole.
right back.
All right. Making a very soothing tune come out. This not only makes everybody feel a bit more invigorated, but at the same time, it kind of makes them feel a bit sleepy. And after the Pokemon plays that song, it plays another one. This one definitely is making the group feel tired, but not in a bad way. It's simply so soothing, melodic, that it starts to make everyone drift off. Before everyone completely falls to sleep, the Pokemon stops. But then there is one other song that it decides to play. As it starts playing this song, Theodore's eyes widen. This is a song that he's actually heard before. Not for a very long time. During the war, there was an old man in the town that he was stationed at during the war. And this old man would have a harmonica, and he would often play this song. Theodore asked him once during these times what that song was. It was an odd song, and if he was being honest, it wasn't even one that he particularly liked, but there was something about it, something ancient, and the old man explained that this was an old song passed down from generations across various regions.
Hey, do any of you know what that Pokemon's playing?
It sounds like something
No.
that I heard. I heard someone playing it in the village along. Like, I was really young, but have you heard it?
You still are really young.
I was 2.
Yeah.
Have you heard
yes.
it before?
Yeah.
I heard it had a very
before.
magical meaning behind it.
Someone explained that to me a while ago. I don't remember all the details, but heard that song before. Want to know what it is, or how this Pokemon knows it?
As the Pokemon stops, it hands out the flute back to Gibby. And it does actually answer this question. This song is a song that I can remember from back before I had perished here. It was a song that I used to play with a Pokemon that I was quite fond of. This Pokemon and I would play and dance to our songs for hours upon hours. I cannot remember the Pokemon's name, or its face, but I know its song. It would sing this song, but its voice was like a beautiful melody in and of itself. I will never forget that song for as long as I am still living.
Did this Pokemon ever play that song on a harmonica by chance?
Pokemon thinks.
You know, you guys might actually have a harmonica.
Harmonica. Does Gibby want to hold out the harmonica?
Does he want to what?
Does Gibby want to take? Were you just saying that you have a harmonica, or were you talking as Gibby saying that he has a harmonica?
Both. Gibby does have a harmonica, but I do also have a harmonica that I got from my grandpa.
Would you like Gibby to take out the harmonica?
Sure.
Gibby holds out the harmonica, and the Pokemon's eye seems to enlarge. It slowly reaches and grasps the harmonica with 3 of its 4 fingers and just lifts it up. I remember.
Does it?
As it puts the harmonica to its mouth, it starts playing that song. The memories come rushing back to Theodore. This Pokemon, this was his friend. The old man from the village during the war. This was him. He was playing this song the exact same way.
Do you recognize the name Theodore?
Pokemon stops playing and it stares. It raises up one hand up towards the top of its head, and it appears to make a salute.
Theodore wants to salute back.
He does. The moment is quiet, and it's only for a second. But as the two salute and stare into each other, Theodore feels sort of an odd weight that's been on his shoulders lift. He can't quite explain it, but he is glad that Plasma and Gibby took him out here.
It's been a long time.
The Pokemon simply nods.
And it was an honor serving with you.
The Pokemon plays a little ditty on the harmonica.
Here's your little ditty.
You know what, Plasma? I'm glad you were insistent on me coming back here.
Plasma kind of jumps with shock and then smiles, and it's a large smile.
Okay, don't get like that proud of yourself. It's still annoying.
Plasma is like has a face like, oh, okay.
Okay, you can be a little proud of yourself. It wasn't that annoying.
The Pokemon holds the harmonica out back to Gibby. Does Gibby want to take the harmonica or allow the Pokemon to keep it?
I can always get another one. Let him keep it.
Gibby just pushes his hand outward to push the Pokemon's fingers to clench the harmonica. And just looks up at him with a smile, and the Pokemon, it appears one ink black tear just slides down, and it clutches the harmonica and turns to the many phantom floating about, and it continues to play. As it does, all the phantoms go from their shaking nervousness and their ever-present frowns to small smiles as they all start dancing in unison. Except for the white phantom, or as the group all are going to call it, Izzy. Unlike the others, it just starts going crazy with the dances. Flying between the trees, spinning around in the air.
Jeez.
That one looks crazy.
Izzy is absolutely busting it down. I mean, if that is her.
Tulip's looks kind of jealous with her arms folded, looking like, well, I could do that too.
I mean,
I feel like Kai should be like
Tulip,
flying around with it.
Stage is all yours.
Tulip looks up and clenches her fist and nods. She rushes out into the middle of everyone, does a ballerina-type twirl before stopping. Then starts to tap her foot to the tune, and then she continues her dance. The Phantom are all watching, and they all seem to start cheering. They all form a circle around the group, and they start cheering for Tulip as she is dancing. Izzy flies down and kind of cocks her head looking at Tulip's dance, then seems to be trying to mimic it. At first, Tulip sees this and seems a bit annoyed, but then she kind of stops Izzy and kind of shows her, no. This is how you do it. And she starts teaching Izzy the moves. And eventually the two of them are in sync as they are doing the moves together. Silk is sitting in the grass, tapping two of her legs together, seemingly to clap. Smoggy is like pumping fists in the air, cheering. Even Charmander, who's trying to seem all cool and above this, is tapping his tail.
I feel like my Pokemon, like Gibby and his Pokemon, I feel like they should all start playing music along with him.
God,
Does Gibby want to get out his guitar, or would he like to play the flute?
He will play the flute.
He takes out the flute, and
He'll play the flute, not the fruit.
He begins to play. As he does, Chirpy immediately lifts up his hands, puts them together, and starts a beautiful violin-sounding melody to go along with the harmonica and the flute sound. As that was going on, Leonard and Burpee all go up to the guitar. However, they don't start actually playing the guitar, not really. What it appears that they're doing is Leonard plugs into the guitar, and Burpee connects his cheek to one of Leonard's antennae. As they combine and the electricity flows through, Leonard is broadcasting the sound waves throughout that entire clearing. It's almost like they're at a concert.
Didn't even have to pay ridiculous prices for tickets.
Yeah, you got that right. Azure has finally calmed down, and he's actually gotten into this. I am.
Did Gator release all of the Pokemon?
Yes. Gator. Well, I was like thinking everyone had their Pokemon out. I didn't illustrate all of them dancing because I was trying to think of which ones would actually dance.
Like, I don't know if this fit the theme, but I feel like everybody should have like a berry on hand, like they're about to eat the berry, like a party type thing.
And we can do that if Gibby wants to like toss out the berries because he collected them.
Yeah, I'll toss them.
Okay.
Toss everyone a berry.
And I'm going to do this. I don't know if everyone else wants to do it, but I'm rolling to see how well Azure can dance.
Oh God.
Gibby's playing the music, so
It's not bad. Azure's not a great dancer. He cannot even compete with Tulip whatsoever. But you know what? He doesn't care.
I'm gonna roll to see if Theodore could dance, because this would be incredible whether it's good or bad.
Yes.
you know what? I'm on a roll too.
Oh.
Gibby can be like swaying. We'll see how good Gibby is at rocking back and forth while playing.
Theodore's
Phoenix,
fucking
would you like
old.
to roll to see how well Gator can dance?
I'm doing it now.
Yes.
That would
What
be...
is it? Is it 1d20?
I'm using my Google thing, and I got it. What's that?
Oh God.
Oh, I need to
I guess
hear.
Gibby's a pro swayer.
Let me roll for Corbin. Roll for Corbin. Corbin's got to dance too.
None of these are failures yet.
No.
We
So,
do have a bunch of quirked up white boys.
Well, whoever said Gibby was white?
Busting
never
it
been
down
race
Pokemon
specific.
style.
Give me a second.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll just illustrate how the others are doing. So Gibby's breaking
Corey,
it down.
that roll. If
Yeah.
you want me to re-roll, I will. But I just had the idea of like how Gibby could be putting a berry on the end of his flute, and when he blows into it, it launches at the person.
Okay.
That's a
God.
nat 20.
Like a fucking hot dog gun.
So as Gibby is dancing, he's swaying along to the music. He's like putting orange berries into the flute and firing them out at everybody. And the Pokemon are like opening their mouths and catching it in midair. Azure and Theodore aren't great at dancing. They cannot compete with the others, but you know what? They don't care.
I'm putting it in the general chat.
They
I-
almost died today. They were freaked out of their minds. They could care less if their dancing is garbage.
I like the idea that Theodore has the brute strength. His joints just don't work that well. He's doing like an old man shuffle.
Yes, I saw that, Phoenix.
He's doing that thing where old people spin around and pick up their knees, and they.
And Corbin's not bad. Corbin's doing a bit better than they are, but he's not the best dancer now. Gator's watching this, just kind of like with an annoyed look, just kind of looking like that's the best they can do. They just kind of.
I want their hair to like catch on fire.
They just kind of push past everybody, just like step aside. Let me show you how it's done. With their hair flaming up around, they start breaking down, going up against Tulip in this dance-off, as well as Izzy. And the three just kind of glare at each other like, okay, let's do this. And they all start doing a dance-off with each other.
God.
Their dance goes on. It goes on for a while, too. It, like, as their dance continues and everyone is laying flat on the grass, They haven't even noticed how much time has actually passed as they look up and they can see through the dim light coming through the trees that sun's almost down. They have been dancing for hours. And even though they are off course, they are extremely late, none of them feel bad about that. They needed this.
Gibby ask a question.
Yes.
Okay, who wants to see if we can camp here tonight?
Whoa. Now,
I would like to keep moving.
yeah, I think, though, wasn't that much of a waste of time. The poachers wish they were having that much fun right now.
Yeah, they sure do.
And I think, though, it is about time we bring the fun to them.
Yeah, let's do it.
But I do think that we need to find another berry bush because I'm out of berries because I fed them to everybody.
I want Gator to like grab a stick and like a stone and try to like sharpen the stick.
Okay. Roll for that. I just want to see how effective they are at that.
Maybe.
Now, as Gibby brings that up, the Phantom float over, and they float over directly to him. The Phantom are not scared of anyone anymore, in this group at least, and they actually fly up, giving him all of the berries, or at least all the same type of berries that he had tossed out during the dance.
16.
Gator
Awesome.
gets
Thank you.
up from the grass. Oh, and the Phantom's not at Gibby. Gator gets up from the grass, sees a random stick laying on the ground, and picks it up. They start walking over to a nearby rock just planted in the clearing and start trying to sharpen it as Azure and Theodore and the rest of the group are getting up, getting their Pokemon ready. Azure gets Silk back on his arm. Smoggy is standing up ready, and Lily is following next to him. Of course, Birch is carrying all of Theodore's Pokemon. And Gibby and Gator have their Pokemon just with them. I don't know if you guys want to put any of them back in their Pokeballs.
I only want.
Burpee goes back into his boot.
Yes.
Only want Surska out.
Okay. All right. So Gator turns and does return Charmander, Sunny. Did he have another one?
Sunny, Elekid, and
Elekid, that's right.
Surska.
Yeah, and Elekid to their Pokeballs and keeps out Surskit. And Surskit kind of looks around, a bit confused.
Surska, let's just say if something happens, I trust you more to lure out any sneaking Pokemon.
Surskit kind of looks a bit nervous at that statement, but with all that he's been through and all that Gator has helped him with, he nods without any actual hesitation. Now, as Corbin is just lounging up by a tree with Hoopa floating by him, Izzy goes over as well. It seems that she starts trying to converse with Hoopa about something. Hoopa is listening intently, even though it's actually not paying attention whatsoever to what she's saying. And she quickly flies over to every other member of the group, seemingly excited, and then flies back over towards Corbin. You think she wants to come with us?
Not sure.
The Guardian looks at Izzy and nods and gestures a hand, implying
Can I give him my
that
Pokeball?
he is saying, "Go ahead." What'd you say, Jacob?
I was saying if she can't go along, can I capture her in a Pokeball?
She
Make it
does.
like
She does
Pokemon.
want. She does want to go along. If you want to capture her, you can.
Aren't you the same
Nah,
person
she's just
that
gonna
said
follow
that-
along, then that's fine.
I mean, if
What
you
was
want
that,
to,
Phoenix?
go ahead.
I was gonna say, isn't Jacob the one that said that we shouldn't capture it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
You were the one who said that we shouldn't capture it.
Yeah. But it was only if she wasn't going to stay with the group because Gibby wanted her to be with us. But yeah, no, she's gonna stick. So Hunter,
Yeah.
Izzy is with you right
Okay,
now.
cool.
Yeah. Again, like Hoopa, she isn't
I love
your Pokemon.
I love how Corbin has two Pokemon that are not officially his because he hasn't officially captured them.
Yeah, he doesn't even have any
It's
Pokeballs.
like the kids I never wanted.
Jesus.
Yeah, he don't have no Pokeballs.
No.
No.
That is hilarious.
Just straight up.
He used his only one to try to get Hoopa at the very beginning when
Right.
we found Hoopa, but
What'd you get, Meatball?
and as the group has all suited up now, and Corbin looks up to his new companion, Hunter, would you like to say anything to Izzy?
I look up to my new companion. And wow, what a surprise. A new day has come. Or has it? That's all I gotta say.
I like how both of the Pokemon Corbin has at the moment are both ghost types.
Yes.
You know what I also like?
What's
Like,
that?
with how Corbin talks, it almost gives me the impression that he's, like, more in control and powerful than even, like, Hoopa. Like,
I've got
I don't
the
know.
power!
So I actually do have an in-universe reason as to why Corbin sounds like that, but I can't say why.
Yeah, don't.
Okay, let me get Izzy's stats really quick. I gotta give her moves. So one cool thing about Izzy to distinguish her from every other Phantom is she is actually a shiny Phantom. So there are variants of Pokemon known as shiny Pokemon, which have different colorations than their regular
Pokemon.
variants of their species and are rarer. And that is what Izzy currently is. Okay, so let me get her stats and everything.
Who is playing a harmonica?
All right, Jacob.
Okay, dude.
Did it
A
sound
little
good?
much.
Did it sound good?
Sounds fine.
Sounds fine. Just a little much.
This harmonica belonged to my grandpa. When he died, my grandma gave it to me.
Okay. All right. Family heirloom.
My
Okay.
grandpa could suck and blow like you wouldn't believe.
All right.
Damn,
With
dude.
that segue, let me get Izzy's stats so we can move on.
What,
Y'all
yeah,
took
what a
that the wrong
segue.
way.
Dude.
What do you mean?
Because on a harmonica, you suck and you blow. That's how you get your sound.
Right. Right.
You suck in on it and you get one note, and you blow out and you get the other.
Oh yeah, speaking of Izzy, instead of being vague about it, I just told Audrey what happened to Izzy.
She got vaporized.
Yeah. I think that's what I said.
Vaporized.
I think that's actually what I said. Hang on, I gotta bring up because I said if you want to know what happened, I can tell you. In short, she got vaporized by a plasma cannon. I think that's what I said.
Plasma cannon.
Jesus
I
Christ.
talked to her on Messenger, and I told her that the whole episode revolved around Izzy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. It did.
Yep.
It did. She was the central character
Mhm.
for that, and I guess she still is because she's still with us.
Yep.
Yeah. Which that'd be good because if she ever decides to play again, she can just play as the Pokemon.
That's true. That is very true. Which would definitely be interesting.
Why'd you throw it for?
All right,
My fiance just threw Minnie Mouse across the bed.
Poor
That's-
Minnie.
I know, right? She just like yeeted her.
Yeah, because she doesn't want you to have many. She wants
That-
you to have her.
That reminds me, Hunter. Do you remember from the Mickey Mouse Capade Game Grumps episode?
Yes, I do. I do.
Minnie gets stolen. Dan's just like, "Oh no, my Minnie!" Just gone. I
Whoa,
love that
critters.
episode.
What's up with this game?
Yeah, make up your mind.
Fudge me.
What the heck is up with this game?
Yeah, Jake, you
I want to fudge your kneecap.
you have fun
I
with
want
that,
to go get
dude.
some. I want to go get some
Oh,
fudge and then like cover your kneecap with it, and then go get our
Alright.
cat
Ooh,
and have the
kinky.
cat lick the peanut butter
Yeah,
off your
Ooh,
kneecap.
kinky.
you guys have fun with your
with your
activities.
adventures tonight. Yes.
By, your
Horace said
adventure
you have
is a good
fun.
word.
Adventures.
The Lost Adventures of
Kinky
Jacob and
Adventures,
Melody.
Part 1.
Bro, that could be a cool show. The Lost Adventures for Jacob and Melody.
Lost Adventures for Jacob and Melody.
Yeah, I gotta get
Part 1, Episode
moves.
1.
That hurt.
Be good.
That actually hurt. Yeah, it hurt my hand more than it hurt my leg, but still.
What'd you do now?
You didn't hear it?
No.
Hit his leg being
I
stupid.
smacked my leg as hard as I could for no reason.
Well, that's stupid.
Stupid is what stupid does, my friend. I'll be back, y'all. I gotta go take a leak
Okay.
All right, you have fun.
before I leak out my trousers.
Didn't need to know that.
right.
Disgusting.
Okay. All right, so I am actually going to give Izzy a unique move. She is going to get the move Sucker Punch. This means that if this move is used, then she can attack first, no matter what, but it's only if an enemy is actually going to attack us.
Well,
Okay, he's back. I have a question, and I know this is an odd question. Do our people do our characters use the bathroom?
I mean, yeah, I imagine. We're in a forest.
Yeah,
Do we just take a dump in a bush? We don't have toilet paper.
That's probably what the Pokemon do.
yeah, they're animals. I mean, what else are they gonna do?
I'm talking about us though, like Gibby, Theodore, Azure.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah. do you want the part in the D&D session where you have to roll 1d20? Can you hold your shit? Oh, that's a 1.
roll dexterity.
I'm
for
constipated.
aim.
For
No,
aim.
that's what you have to do anytime you use like a regular bathroom. I mean, we're all guys. If Izzy was still here, then that would be like her roll
Deck
advantage on aim. But for us, it's like, you know, anything below a 15 and the stream hits the seat, which is why you're supposed to fucking lift it.
And if you get a 1, oh boy.
It's just be in the floor at that point.
No.
If you get a 1, you just have a stroke
If
while
you
taking
get a
piss.
1, you're in trouble. Whoa.
You just get knocked.
Oh my god, no. If you get a 1, you pass a kidney stone.
If you get a 1, you pass a kidney stone.
Lose,
That's the way
lose
it
half
works in
your life.
D&D.
Lose half of your HP.
Lose half of your HP and be stuck in the bathroom for 3 hours.
Yeah,
3-hour count.
Oh my gosh, dude, that'd be so funny because like you pass a kidney stone, you lose half your health point, and you walk back out of the bathroom. You just hear Gibby playing that magical tune that heals you. It's like, oh, thanks, Gibby.
Thank you.
Yeah, I needed that.
God.
I don't know. It was just a weird thought, but another weird thought that I had about our characters.
Roll for consistency.
Can you?
God help you if it's not
Keep
consistent.
it constant? No. Another thing that I was going to ask is like, how was our characters able to carry Pokeballs and all these instruments and everything if we don't have backpacks?
I mean, we have our ways.
This is like the whole
do we
thing
just
with
have
RPG
endless-
games, where the
Like,
fucking
do we just have an endless pocket?
where the
I mean,
the Dragonborn during a fight pulls out 900 cheese wheels and stuffs them in his face.
well, okay. To be fair, with actual Pokemon, you do actually have a backpack in that game,
Yeah.
which
How
in
does-
our game.
How does Gibby keep a guitar and a flute in a backpack?
I mean, the guitar's just
Well-
on his back.
Yeah, I imagine he has like a
No.
strap for it.
I imagine that Gator just has like a little sack. Because in the beginning of the game, he was out killing Pokemon with Charmander.
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine Theodore has like his normal, sort of active old person like attire. Like he's got long shorts and a t-shirt that has an odd amount of pockets.
Right.
And he's got like his military duffel bag.
Well, I mean,
And
of course he's got a sack, because, I mean, hell,
and
all
I
the
was-
girls want him.
And I was hoping that or I was thinking that Azure had like just a normal backpack. So I mean, he's just a kid.
Yeah.
I feel like Azure would have like a backpack full of Legos or something.
Well, not Legos, but probably
You know-
like
you know,
notebooks.
Blockos.
you know what?
The
Poke- You know what Gibby has to do
Nintendos.
for like a storage thing? He has to like get a tree stump, rip out the roots, use it as like a backpack strap, just hollow out a part of the tree and use that, like attach it to the roots.
I would like to say though, you could also just say that like all of the backpacks in this universe use the same tech as the fucking Pokeballs or something, or a similar tech. So it
That's
doesn't.
true.
Or there's
That's kind of weird.
something that the characters have that allows them to like do that shit. I mean, you could
I
sit
don't
there
know.
and say that that's bullshit, but then you'd remember that Pokeballs exist.
Yeah,
And
where
You
Where
can
they're-
put a whale lord in one.
yeah,
Yeah,
where
typically.
and their tech only works because they activate the Pokemon's hidden ability in their genes, where they can just shrink.
Yeah,
No,
so I don't
Well,
think
I thought-
I don't think
I
the
thought-
like cool sci-fi backpack is that much of a stretch compared to the fucking singularity ball that decreases a Pokemon's weight and size
Yeah.
to like a factor or by like a factor of fucking 100.
I just thought maybe we had like an iCloud built into our pocket, and everything we put in our pocket just goes in the cloud.
We don't know.
Yeah.
I just assume that we have normal pockets and backpacks.
Me
And
too.
whenever we have a lot of items, we just have a very large amount of pockets and bags.
Well, that's also why, like, whenever we get more than 6 Pokemon, because you brought up the Pokeballs, when we get more than 6 Pokemon, that's why the 7th one will get transported away to the Pokemon Center because
Yeah.
we don't have enough space.
And anyways, can you imagine walking around with 7 Pokemon? Like, you'd have a miniature army. Can you imagine communicating with 7, like trying to organize 7
Exactly.
Pokemon?
That's another reason.
I mean, I already
because-
got to organize 5.
because they literally say like 6 is the limit. Like people cannot actually like control 7 Pokemon at once.
Yeah, and I honestly wouldn't want to control 7 Pokemon at once. There's a reason aside from like Theodore not wanting to that I don't catch most of the Pokemon we see unless it's a cool story thing, because I just don't want to have to deal with that.
Yeah. And I am almost done with Izzy's stats. Her stats aren't good, but that's okay.
It's a tree stump.
That is true. So she has a bold nature, and then I guess Hunter, since she is level 8, you get to decide where her stats
Okay, that
go.
sounds good to me.
So, you got
Man,
7.
he started her out pretty good, didn't he?
You got
Yeah.
7. So right now you can upgrade her attack, defense, and special defense. So, how much you want to put into those?
Let's go and upgrade the defense to, I'd say, like 10.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, actually, no. You could. Well, no.
Okay.
Okay. I'll work it out. I know
And
how
then
to
any
do
other stats we can go ahead and upgrade to, let's see, 15 to 16.
it. Yeah, I got this.
Alrighty. Yeah.
I don't think you have. Well, never mind. Shut up, Jacob. You guys.
Yeah.
So while you're doing that, let me tell you how bad of a day I've had. So I wake up, right? My door's standing wide open because my door sucks. Because it don't lock, but now it does. And then, over top of it, my deep freezer breaks down, so everything in my freezer I had to throw away because it's been broke for 2 days and I never noticed it. It's all ruined. So I had no groceries, and then I got my check in the mail, yay. But whenever I opened the envelope, I ripped my check.
Oh.
But luckily, they was able to tape it together and get it to go through the machine, so.
Oh, that's good.
And then I wasn't having the greatest day. And then over top of it, half of my LEDs fell off my ceiling, so I had to go through and put those back up. I screwed them in this time. They ain't coming down now.
Falls down around him.
All right. I have finished with her stats, and then her HP. Got it. All right. So, the group wave goodbye to the Pokemon, and I do want Azure to just really quick. He does scan that Pokemon just so he knows what it's actually called, and that Pokemon is known as Trevenant, the evolution of Phantump, the tree Pokemon. The Pokedex entry states that this Pokemon is often feared due to its general appearance and the fact that it normally appears in seemingly haunted areas, though these Pokemon do tend to be very kind.
That's amazing, because like we can send it into a building first to scare everybody off, and then we can walk in.
Yes.
Hot biscuits.
So the group leave the clearing, and one of the Phantumps just helps guide the group back out to where they were going, and it actually like points away, which the group assume is it saying this is how you get out. Gavin?
Oh, shit, sorry.
Yeah. And Azure looks at the Phantom. Thank you again. Sorry, I thought you guys were so scary. And he continues down the path that the Phantom pointed them towards.
Well, let's go.
And Theodore continued down the path. Now, Gibby, does Gibby want to try to get a Phantom, or is he just going to keep on going?
Yeah, he's just gonna keep on going.
All right, he's just going to keep on going. He's got his flute. He knows all those songs.
I'm trying to save that last Pokemon for the coolest one that I can find.
For something special. And
yeah, like something musical or something. Something very powerful.
Well, I can definitely tell you with that one song you learned, the really old song from Trevenant, you will find something. And does Gator want to say anything?
I can't thank you enough for what you've done.
And the Phantom simply does a smile. And does Corbin want to say anything?
Sure, why not?
So what does he want to say?
Oh, these Pokemons, they're like way too much for me to think about right now, but I'll try my best, because Corbin does not back down. Thank you very much. Now, back to the other crew.
I just see him we're walking with a pep in his step, like he's someone incredibly important, with a strut after saying all that.
I am incredible. All you fools are not.
No.
As he joins back up with everybody.
Oh my gosh.
And they continue down the path, and they can actually see an opening close in front of them. They're almost out of the forest.
That was something.
Yeah, but I'm actually a little glad that we went through that. Sorry, Izzy.
Yeah,
It don't look like this no more.
sorry about completely vaporizing you.
And she just kind of cocks her head, a bit confused looking. Maybe she doesn't remember that part.
Lucky me, I guess.
And as they finally go through that opening to the outside, they feel a gust of wind blow as they are out of the forest. And as soon as they take their first steps out, they can see a steel bridge in front of them that seems to be going across the ocean. And as they look up at the sky, they can see stars clearly. It is nighttime.
Especially Gibby with his supervision.
Pretty out tonight.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be nice to have a telescope?
Gibby can extend his eye.
Do you even need one?
Well, I'm just saying I'd like to look at the The stars. I mean, more closely.
And or now, do they all want to just try to go across the bridge?
Gibby wants to go first. He'll do it.
Okay.
He'll test it and see if it's strong enough.
If it's strong enough for me.
Yeah, if it's strong enough for me, it's stronger for everyone.
As
Do I have to
Gibby-
roll for that?
no, nah. As Gibby steps, I see him like doing a hop onto the bridge, and he just kind of stops to see if it's like rickety or if it's gonna fall or anything. Nope, it seems to be good.
Yeah, I think Theodore wants to go too.
All right. So Theodore starts to cross.
Could Gator walk with Theodore? Or-
Yes.
Yeah.
Does Gator want to walk like right up to Theodore?
Yeah, Gator just wants to try to like, keep up the pace.
Okay. Yeah. So Gator can catch up.
Yeah, and show Theodore what Gator's working on with that stick.
Azure follows, and Corbin follows behind, of course, followed by Izzy and Hoopa. And as they're walking across this bridge, they can see the waves going past under them. And as they turn to their left, they can see some
Hey guys,
sort
put my
of-
character on hold for a couple minutes. So I'm gonna go down and get something to munch on, and I'll be right
Okay.
back. All right, peace.
And as they look out into the distance, they can see an island to the left of them. It seems not too far off. If there's any boat or anything they could find in Stalia, maybe like a cruise liner or something, then they could get to that island. And it even seemed to have some sort of volcano? They couldn't tell if it was exactly a volcano or not, though it was a large mountain that appeared to have smoke coming out from the top of it.
Is that a volcano?
I mean, I could have Surskit go and light.
That's true. That's true. Surskit could just dash over there.
Could Gibby have Kai
Oh,
go
wait.
like fly over there?
We could
To look?
literally just ask Hoopa to teleport us all there.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think we should probably send Surskit or someone to go check it out first.
Okay. Do you guys want to send Surskit and Kai over? Because Kai also has that same ability, Swift Swim.
Yes.
Okay.
Do I have to roll?
Yes. Can you roll for them? Just to see how
Okay.
effective their search is.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! Hold on, I hit the wrong button. Okay.
Ooh.
15.
Okay. So, Surskit gets on that water and flies off, just like gone in an instant. The group couldn't even see him go. Kai, definitely not as fast, though she's still very quick. As she gets on that water, she rockets off towards that island. The group waits on the bridge for just a moment, maybe like 5 minutes or so, before Surskit rushes back. Now, Surskit rushes and just kind of hops up, like leaps back onto the bridge, and seems like excited or worried about something.
I just imagine Kai still on the way over to that mountain while Surskit's already back.
Surskit seems to be fretting about something.
Did Gator channel with Surskit?
Yes. As they do, They can hear Surskit stammering. There's a Pokemon and it's getting attacked.
Gator, what's you going on about?
We've gotta get over there now. There's a Pokemon in danger.
To the island?
Yeah.
How? And
Ooh!
they
Can Surskit take Gibby over there to help the Pokemon while the group walks over?
well, the group can't walk over. They'll have to rely on Hoop.
Roll 1d20 for Jesus.
No, wait. I do have an idea. Okay. So Gibby is going to Gator is going to have to try to convince Hoopa to do this because Hoopa will have to ride on Surskit. But the idea is if Hoopa keeps one of his ring portals there at the bridge, rides on Surskit over to the island, and opens up a portal there, then the group can get over.
Yeah, do you need me to roll?
Just try talking with Hoopa.
Okay, well, if not, I'm being backed up by 16.
Okay.
I will be right back.
Okay.
Hey! Hoopa.
Oh, is he channeling with Hoopa or just talking?
I assume channeling.
Okay. Yeah, what's up?
I know how much you... Jacob, could you stop?
Yeah, sorry.
I know how much you love to teleport.
Yeah.
You see that island over there?
Yeah.
Could you give us a ride?
All the way over there? I mean,
I can
I can do it. I mean, but that's gonna take a while.
No. How about you ride on my friend Surskit? You can travel like the speed of light.
The speed. I don't believe that. You're lying.
Get on and I'll show you.
Okay. He grabs onto Surskit's antenna, but if you're lying before he can even finish, Surskit gets on the water and zooms off. They can't even see Hoopa's face as Surskit zooms across the water.
Well, I could just imagine him saying, "I don't believe."
And after just a second, the ring that Hoopa left opens up to a portal of going towards the island.
I'm back.
All right, there's a portal to the island.
Gibby wants to be the first to walk through.
All right, Gibby goes through, followed by his Pokemon. Azure decides to go in with his Pokemon.
Yeah, I think Theodore goes in.
All right, Theodore goes in, and what about Gator?
Gator wants to hop out Surskit and Charmander and hop on through.
All right. As they all get to the island, they see that Kai is trying to protect a Pokemon. At least they're sure it's a Pokemon. It's a bit odd looking. It appears to be a bug type, though it's made completely out of metal. It has two beady red eyes. It kind of looks like a robot, almost.
Yes!
It has 6 black legs sticking out, and 2 large steel mandibles on its mouth. And it looks damaged, but it's not like any dents or anything that would typically be on a steel type Pokemon during a battle. No, these were sear marks. As the group sees what Kai is trying to defend this Pokemon from, they see 3 fairly large Pokemon. They appear to be fire types. They have sort of like furnace markings on their bellies, which appear to be red in color, with yellow markings. They have brown heads that curve into a snout that has sort of like a fire tongue sticking out. And they can even see that one of them fires this fire-like tongue and it hits the side of this steel-type Pokemon, making a new sear mark on it.
Remember, if anybody wants to capture a Pokemon, I can just put them to sleep for you.
All right. Birch.
Can you roll for Birch to rush in?
Well, I was gonna have both Birch and Theodore rush in.
Oh,
Birch,
okay.
or Theodore behind Birch.
Roll a 2d10. Or 2d20, sorry.
All right, Birch, we're gonna take up a defensive position right in front of that thing.
Birch nods.
Oh my god!
Okay. All right. Okay. Who do you want to have the 20 for? Since I'll let you choose.
Absolutely Birch.
Okay. So, as Theodore is trying to keep behind, he has no real defense against these things. And, however, as he follows behind Birch, Birch can see that these things are about to target this Pokemon again, as well as Kai. Birch seems to get angry at this. It's not simply that they're trying to attack a Pokemon. No, Birch is angry that they're trying to attack a friend. Birch launches himself in front of these Pokemon as all 3 launch their tongues out. As their tongues hit into Birch, the Pokemon's eyes widen as their tongues don't simply do nothing. They don't do anything, but they're stuck in Birch's fur. They're trying to pull their tongues out, but they can't. Birch is keeping their tongues stuck inside of his fur as their fire is powering him up.
As that's happening, can Gibby like harden Coco and like yeet Coco at their head?
Yes, roll.
She has good defense though, don't she? Like she can cause damage.
I do believe so. I think her defense is an 8, which is fairly decent for her level.
Wait a
Let me
minute.
check.
Gibby, could you try to put the Pokemon that's being attacked to sleep? I want to see if I can catch it and take it to the Pokemon Center.
Can I what?
They asked, could Gibby like also try to put the Pokemon that is being attacked to sleep?
Yes.
Oh god.
I'm not gonna ask.
Ooh. Okay.
That's for the first one.
Okay, that was for the first
And then
one.
let me do for
The sleep.
putting it. Yeah. Whoops. 1d20. Wait. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Inspiration, maybe.
That's up to you. That's
Do you
up
think
to
that
you.
I don't know if there's gonna be more good Pokemon. If I could find a powerful one, I really want to get a hold of a Rayquaza, whatever however heck you pronounce it.
What, Rayquaza?
Yeah, like
Theodore.
Rayquaza or
Oh.
Theodore is going to have like an out of character moment, and he's going to choke the shit out of whoever captures this. Literally going to murder.
Well, good luck
Well,
murdering Gibby.
My intention is Gibby puts it to sleep. I put it in a Pokeball. Have Hooper or someone take me to a Pokemon Center, and then have it get healed there.
Why do that when I can just use that flute and heal it?
Because it's just gonna get.
Well, that's just for the ailments. It doesn't actually heal the HP.
I feel like that's a bit of a process, especially because, you know, Koopa would have to know where the Pokemon Center is and have to want to do that.
Well, I could also Surskit just yeet.
Yeah, but Surskit would also have to know where a Pokemon Center was.
I have the scene planned out. Don't worry. Don't think too hard about it.
Okay, so I don't know if I should. I don't know what your plans are, but I have a feeling that I should not use my inspiration yet.
So, Gibby releases Coco, and this is the first time she's been outside of her Pokeball. As she just kind of like plops on the ground, she lazily looks up at Gibby like, "What do you want?"
I need you to harden like as hard as you can get.
She looks over at the situation, and she looks back at Gibby, and he assumes that she agrees as he can see her body's shine start to get brighter, almost as if her body has just become encased in like some sort of crystal or something. As this happens, he picks her up and he chucks her at the three Pokemon
Should
stuck.
I roll for how strong?
Yes, roll a 1d12.
Okay. Okay. What? Roll 1d. Wait. There we go.
As
4.
Coco goes flying at these three Pokemon, she does slam into all of them. It doesn't seem to do a whole lot of damage, though. They are still stuck to Birch, and there's nothing they can seemingly do about it.
Can Gibby run over and pick her up?
In just a second.
Okay.
Azure is going to have Smoggy try to attack. He's going to have Smoggy try and use Water Pulse.
Oh, I just come up with an amazing idea, but I have to wait till my turn again. Ooh, I'm excited about this. Hope it works. Can I tell you my idea?
Yes.
So what I'm thinking is I'm thinking about having, like, if they get their tongue unstuck, I'm thinking that I could have Kirby, like, distract them, and then I can have Burpee eat a berry and, like, completely annihilate it.
So, as they are kind of reeling from getting knocked in the head by Coco, Azure points and Smoggy starts rushing up. As he leaps up into the air and he forms a small orb of water in his hand, he launches it at the middle Pokemon that has its tongue stuck to Birch. It slams into that Pokemon and it explodes. The water seems to completely douse this Pokemon's tongue. The tongue does retract into its mouth, but this Pokemon does not seem like it can battle anymore. So that Pokemon has fainted. There are still 2 left.
I wonder if that's a powerful Pokemon.
Which one? The ones, the fire ones that we're up against?
Yes.
I mean, you can try to get it and find out. They are pretty big.
Can I have someone look at the Pokédex?
Yes. Would you like
At-
to ask either Gator or Azure to check the Pokedex?
Can I ask Azure?
Yep.
Gibby wants to ask Azure.
Okay.
Damn.
Azure is looking quite intense at this moment, but he does take out the Pokedex and he does read. These Pokemon that are attacking appear to be Pokemon known as Heatmore, the Ant-Eater Pokemon. There's a hole in its tail that allows it to draw in the air it needs to keep its fire burning. If the hole gets blocked, this Pokemon will get sick. And it is a pure fire type.
What the fuck, Gavin?
Gavin's been
Freaking-
waiting for this.
I know, he just terrified the shit out of Melody. She just like jumped.
God.
She went. I don't know if I want to catch it or not because I don't know its abilities, but I'm also excited to see if I can't get something like a Rayquaza or like a what is that one called, a Tarantula or something like that.
Torterra?
Well, I mean-
Torterra, yeah, that's like a super powerful thingy.
You can still get this and get those. You just have to put like
Yeah,
one
yeah,
of
like,
your Pokemon away.
you're not limited to simply 6 Pokemon. You can catch more. It's just you can only have 6 on you at one.
But I think I only have one Pokeball left. That's why I'm debating.
Well, you
Let me check. I mean, we'll be able to buy more. But...
Yeah, by the time we'd meet, or at least I imagine by the time you'd have the chance to catch one of the more powerful Pokemon, you'll have more Pokeballs. And worst case scenario,
You
one
got
of us
3.
one of us could probably
That's
give you more.
Yeah, you got 3. You want to try and catch it?
Yeah.
All right, 1D100.
I hope I catch it. I hope I get something that deals with fire.
Well, these things do fire.
50.
That is a 50 out of 100.
Is that good or is that bad?
It's literally neither, I think.
Yeah, it's
I'm gonna use inspiration.
Yeah, okay. Yep. I think that's probably the smarter option. Okay. We gotta switch back to our Pokemon names.
1D20.
Or 1D100. Yeah, 1D100.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that really quickly. I can just change everyone real quick.
Oh yeah, can you do that?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh my god.
Damn. I mean, to be fair, that's only one Pokeball. So you can try to catch it again. You just have to wait for the next turn. But Gibby does chuck a Pokeball at one of the Heatmores. It does get hit into the Pokeball, but as it shakes, the Heatmore does break out, smashing the Pokeball.
I feel like it would be caught on fire. Well, no, I didn't. Do I still have my wooden Pokeball?
No, we've all used up our wooden ones.
Can we buy more wooden ones?
We would have to find Mallard again because he's the only one who makes the wooden ones. We will be able to get actual Great Balls in just a bit, though. We're almost at the next big town.
Cool. I don't know how much Poke I have either.
We should be getting paid soon, actually. Phoenix, would you like Gator to order anyone in his team to attack?
Oh crap!
No.
Ooh. Sorry. I hope nobody defeats it because I want to use that thing that Gibby has with his guitar.
There's 2 more. It'll be fine. I want Gator to use that spear he made. Or they made.
Okay. Okay,
So I can't change your nickname, Corey, because you're the
Okay.
owner.
Yeah, I'll get that. But okay, if that is what you want to do, then I will say that your spear is 1d8 for like damage.
Okay, so I gotta roll 1d8.
Yeah. Well, you gotta roll a 1d20 to see if it hits, and then do a 1d8. There we go.
$13.
Okay. Yes. Can you roll that 1d8?
1d8?
Yes.
The boat.
I got an 8.
Okay. As Gator looks at one of the Heatmore, they take their newly fashioned wooden spear and decides to try it out. As they chuck it at the Heatmore, it was the Heatmore that broke out of Gibby's Pokeball. That did free its tongue from Birch, which is why Gator decided to try to take it out first. As the spear flew, the Pokemon was still disoriented after just coming out of the Pokeball, and thus the spear did hit. As it did stab through this Pokemon, the Pokemon does fall on the ground, unable to battle. So 2 of them have fainted, and there's 1 remaining.
And Gator
What if I
gets
tried
their spear back.
Yes, you'd have to actually like go over there and get it. So you might want to wait until we deal with this last one.
Yeah.
Whose turn is it?
It is Theodore's.
All right. Pine.
Pine revs up and rolls over.
You think you can nail one with a poison sting?
Pine looks and just kind of looks back at Theodore, sort of like, you think I can't?
All right. Well, prove it to me. Oh!
Oh, he proved it!
Yeah.
Pine is like, okay, bet. Revs up. It's not simply just a simple like shooting it out. No. Pine
Awesome.
revs his whole body, charging up the poison sting. As Theodore is watching, he can see the actual purple darts themselves start rolling and rushing up into a ball. As Pine is finished charging them all up, he fires them, a barrage of them at the remaining Heatmore. They all dig into the Heatmore's body. Now, while they do not do a whole lot of damage by themselves, their poisons that seeps in starts getting right through to this Heatmore, and the poison does weaken it a good bit. Now, Jacob, if you want to try to catch one, this is your last chance for right now to catch a Heatmore. So do you want to try to catch this one? It's poisoned
No.
and it's very weak, so it would be easier.
Mm.
You have 2 Pokeballs left, so you'll still have 1 if this fails.
And another person could always give you theirs.
That's also true.
But I mean, how far away from the next Pokemon Center?
We will be getting there soon.
In this episode?
Yes.
Okay, because like I'm debating whether if I want to catch that or if I want to use my guitar move because like I'm still determined to like play that.
Ooh, that's true. That's up to you. Do you want to end the fight with your guitar, or do you want to try to catch this thing?
I don't like being able to make up the story. Melody, what do you think I should do? Catch it or play the guitar and kill it? Okay, I'll kill it then.
Okay.
He's-
Roll 1d20 then.
Okay, roll. I'll take her advice. 1D. Who's calling you? Oh boy. I'll leave the room. Oh. Okay. There you go. Was it 2? Wait, no, it didn't go through. Hold on.
Yeah, it didn't go there. It was not a 2. I'm not even gonna have you roll damage. I'm just gonna let this play out. So, Gibby, he's angry after not being able to catch one of these Heatmore. He's thinking, well, okay, all right, you don't want to be caught? Fine. Then I'll let no one catch you. He takes his guitar off of his back, and he turns to Leonard and just simply nods. Leonard plugs his tail into that socket, and as the guitar is getting revved up and full of electricity, Gibby winds up his arm with his guitar pick, ready to slam down. He slams that arm down on those strings, and a large sound wave gets played out. The wave flows through right up to this Heatmore. It's already poisoned. It can barely stand, but as this wave hits, it is done. It flies across the beach. They are currently on a beach. I should have mentioned that earlier. And it flies off into the and it sinks.
Can Gibby's guitar string like break when he did that?
Yes.
So you have to like replace it.
Yes.
God, that's the scariest thing ever.
It is. Dude, I got hit in the face with one when I was changing the strings a couple months ago and it hurt.
God.
Now
I turned it the wrong way.
the Heatmore have all been dealt with, and I am giving all the Pokemon who participated some much needed experience. Now, as as Gibby walks up to Coco, and he walks up to her, he sees cracks forming. And as he looks, they seem to be similar to what happens with Chirpy.
Yes.
As the cracks form more and more, a light starts to shine out. Gibby's eyes widen as he's watching this, and out from the green pod-like form appears a blue light that sprouts 2 wings. And as the light bursts away, in front of Gibby now is a new bug-type Pokemon. This bug-type Pokemon has 2 large red eyes, with a small blue mouth with 2 tiny white mandibles, a purple body with 2 tiny hands and 2 tiny feet, both of a light bluish color. and 2 large white wings.
Yes.
Coco has evolved into a Butterfree. And with that, she has learned 2 moves. She has learned Confusion, which is a psychic type attack, where she sends a psychic wave at an enemy, and it will do 1d12 damage. And she has also learned Gust, a move where she can create a tiny tornado to attack an enemy. And you can also use both of those just out in the world as well.
Butterfree. Butterfree.
I didn't know butter was free now.
I know, right?
I wish.
Butterfree.
And now that she has evolved, her stats are going to raise as well. They're going to all raise
Hey,
up
Melody.
by 2.
Can you come unlock our door? Because I can't get it to unlock. I want to go outside from the pressure.
So would Surskit get
That was
experience
the
because he, Surskit like ran across the water.
Yes. Surskit and Kai will both get experience, though it won't be as much as the others who actually fought in the battle.
Hey man, I made Gator fight, and I was pretty happy I made that.
Yes. Oh yeah. No. Gator. You know what? I'm actually going to up Gator's attack because of that.
Yay.
Can Theodore go over to the damaged Pokemon?
Yes. Gator walks up and kneels down. He gets a closer look at this Pokemon. The Pokemon seems very hurt. There are multiple
don't worry about
burn
it.
marks. And these burns aren't simply like these tongues just touching the body of it. No, they have left holes in this Pokemon. Theodore can see
It's okay
the
though because
ash
I'm not gonna
around
know it's
the searing marks. The Pokemon can barely even keep one eye open, trying to strain through that pain.
God. You don't look good. Can Theodore take out one of his potions?
Yes.
Oh, I forgot those existed.
Yeah, how...
I have 2.
2, okay. Yes, yeah, you can take out one of the potions. As he takes
I
out
don't
one
know if this will work.
As he takes one out and he starts spraying, as I'm not sure if I said this before, but potions essentially look like spray bottles.
Yeah.
As he starts spraying the liquid onto the Pokemon, the burn marks do start to close up. And while it does seem to sting at first, as the Pokemon does twitch as soon as the spray started to touch onto its body, it seemed to calm down as Theodore sprayed the potion across its entire body, its back, and across all of it, and all of those searing marks did begin to close back up.
How did you get into this situation in the first place? Hey, Gator.
Could Gator take out their spear and then run over?
Yes, yep. So, Gator's like, at this time, pulling their spear out of the heat more, and they look at the end because it seems like the inside of a Heatmore is full of heat, as well as the spear's end is now a nice black charred color. And they turn to see Theodore, and they walk back to him, and hold out a hand in order to translate. And Gator can hear the Pokemon's talking. I didn't need your help. I can do it by myself. And the Pokemon tries to stand back up. It still seems like it's feeling the after effects of all of that damage as its legs are struggling to hold itself up. But it does manage to stand.
Whoa, my friend. Just take it easy. We only helped out of the kindness of our hearts.
I can afford to take it easy. They'll be back. I need to get back to the nest.
Wait. How did you get attacked by these things in the first place?
And Azure takes out his Pokedex, and he reads the Pokedex entry. This Pokemon appears to be known as a Durant, which is a bug steel type, the Iron Ant Pokemon. They lay their eggs deep inside their nests. When attacked by Heatmore, they retaliate using their massive mandibles. According to the Pokedex, they seem to be the natural prey of Heatmores.
Weren't they the anteater Pokemon?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
Listen. I don't know if you're going to be able to make it back to the nest.
You guys go ahead. I'll make sure
You're-
you get back safely.
No, Gator. I think I got this one.
And
You ever want to say that?
now Gator is still channeled, so Gator's the only one who can hear this. Why would you help something like me? And Theodore can't understand exactly what this Pokemon is saying, but he knows that glare. In fact, it kind of springs a flashback back into his head.
Screws out a door handle.
It was a flashback before he actually departed from his time working in the army. It was after the accident that happened with Jackie.
I can't get out.
Him and Lieutenant Surge had been caught in a cave-in. They had tried to use their Pokemon together in order to get out. Theodore, using Birch's size and strength, was able to actually be able to create an opening and could have left Lieutenant Surge there, but he didn't. And Lieutenant Surge asked him that same question.
I get the feeling that we aren't terribly different. Not much as usual, anyways.
And Pokemon's glare, while those beady eyes are still incredibly angry looking, they seem to soften just the tiniest bit. And the Pokemon, instead of struggling to stand, decides to lay back on the ground for just a second, but still is looking up at Theodore's face.
I can help you get back to the nest, or you could come with me.
Now, is Gator still listening into this?
Yes, he's.
Okay.
They're still translating.
Okay. And the Durant looks back towards that volcano-looking mountain, and then looks back at Theodore. They're all gone. They all left the island. I'm the only one left. I have no reason to stay here. Other than my pride.
I just want Theodore to kneel.
He kneels down and he meets the Durant eye to eye.
I know how that is.
The Durant, it seems to crawl a bit closer to Theodore.
Well, I don't expect you to make any permanent decisions right now. I can take you to the town that we're going to and get you patched up, and you can make your decision there. I know you don't have anything to go back to, but I don't think sticking with me should be your only option.
And it looks off to the side, but stands back up and walks next to Theodore. I'll stay with you for now. I'll make my decision later.
All right, well, let's go.
And
got some poachers to beat up.
At that sound, or at that word, poacher, Durant stops for a second. Poachers. That's what you said, correct?
Oh, yeah.
That's why they were moved. My brethren. They were taken away from this island in fear of being hunted by the poachers.
Well, we're about on our way to do the same thing I did to the one. Just about ready to do it to the rest of them.
Hell yeah.
And
everyone else here is just as ready.
Azure and Smoggy nod with fists clenched. And the Durant looks up at Theodore again. In that case, I will join you. At least until those poachers are gone.
Well, all right.
And does he take out the Pokeball?
Yes.
As he takes out the Pokeball, the Durant raises up its large mandibles, opens them slightly, and just kind of tinks the button with the end of one of them so that it doesn't break the Pokeball, and it goes inside. And Theodore now has a Durant. It is a male.
Yes. Yes.
Bug Steel type.
Yes.
And as for moves that you currently have, you have Fury Cutter, which is the same as Chirpy, where it starts at 1d4, but it goes up in power as it's used. Sand Attack. Now this will actually be pretty useful. Sand Attack is where it will kick sand, dirt, snow, whatever is currently in the area into the eyes of our opponent to blind them.
Wow. That is... Okay. Can you go over the moves again?
Yep.
I'm writing these down.
So Fury Cutter, you can just copy that from Chirpy's profile.
Okay. Jacob. Chirpy Fury Cutter. My voice sounds so messed up through that mic.
Yeah. This is going to be the end of the session after this part.
All right.
I think we will get to the thingy.
Oh, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Oh, did you add
ready
the
to end
stuff
the session
for
soon?
the Butterfree?
I added the moves. I still have to fix the HP.
Fix that
Alright,
HP.
what's the next one?
Okay, next one is Sand Attack, which is a ground type move, and this will lower the opponent's accuracy since, well, it's literally him kicking sand into their eyes.
Is that it?
No, you got 2 more.
Okay.
So, at the end of this session, can you tell me what the moves are again for Butterfree?
Yes. Vice Grip, which is a normal type move. The target is gripped and squeezed from both sides to inflict damage with its mandibles. This is an attack, and it will be a 1d8.
Alright.
And the last move is going to be Metal Claw. The target is racked with steel claws. This may also raise the user's attack.
Ooh.
And that is going to be a 1d6. And as for his ability is going to be Hustle.
Oh boy.
What Hustle does is his accuracy, like it will take him, or you will have to roll higher for him to do his attacks, but his attacks do 50% more damage.
Oh. Boy.
Yes.
Alright, should I wait to put down stats?
Yeah, we can do that at the very end. Oh, his stats are insane! Okay, I'll get into that after we're done. So, after that, Hoopa is kind of like pretending to sleep while in front of his portal. Like waiting for everyone to get back.
God. Think the little imp over there is getting a bit impatient.
Yeah, I think it's time to go.
I want Gator to just like nudge it in the portal.
Gator's like
Oh my
walking
God.
up to the portal. Looks
No,
at the
I actually
sleep.
feel like Gibby should do it because Gibby's stronger.
Yeah, but Gibby's short. Like,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
but I mean,
so-
if he can push a building over, then he should be able to push a giant into a portal.
But Hoopa's not a giant. Hoopa's just a little tiny guy,
Alright,
just floating.
Oh. Okay.
So Gator walks up, sees Hoopa sleeping right in front of it, just takes their hand and just kind of like smacks Hoopa into it, and then just walks on in with Surskit. Azure follows, and I see Gibby is kind of amazed looking at Coco, who's still looking like she needs a nap. Like her eyes are half open. She looks incredibly bored with this situation.
Come on, Coco, you can go back in your ball.
And she looks with a look that kind of said, "That's the best thing you've said all day." And as he holds out the Pokeball, she goes up, taps, and goes back into it, and immediately goes to sleep.
Oh God.
And as they go back through the portal and they're on the bridge, they continue on their way to Stalia City. And that is where we will end tonight's session.
Woo!
Okay.